Okay, so we are live again. Let's go and pop out the chat, put it here, resize it. Okay, all right, so we can start developing this tracker for the task manager that I stole the idea, not stole the idea, but I'm implementing the idea of the Soding, right? If you not follow him, I highly recommend you to follow him. He has lots and lots of streaming and very useful and very educational, in my opinion. So it's his idea, this task manager that I just implemented the VS Code extension to it, right here. And yep, I am now trying to develop the tracker to that task management. I mean, I want to list all the tasks and I want to go to that task, right? I want to sort by priority. I want to, to do those kind of things on it, and maybe we can do it in C and maybe we learn something. For sure we will learn something doing that in C language. So I would just create the main C file, and let's include the stdio.h, and let's create the main function, return 0, and create the hello world. The basic hello world application, right? And like that. Maybe we can even increase the font a little bit. I wish I will assign a shortcut for it soon enough, right? So here is our hello world. But we could add the build script. So let's create a new file called build.sh, and is just come on GCC with the debug information, and we want to call this starter main.c. So I think that's it for now for the build script, and then we can just execute build here. But first we need to make it executable, and yep, we compile, and we can even build and run, right? And it says hello world, so it's all good. Maybe I can even increase the font of the terminal. Increase font size. Yes, can do this a couple of times. I think it's good, right? Yes, right. So first of all, I want to check if I print, because I want to be able to select the files from here, from the integrated terminal of VS Code. So if I print the name of the file followed by its line 5 followed by its column, well, just by its line, right? So let's try that with an error message, like an error, I don't know, let's try to do that, and let's build and rerun. We cannot, yes, because this is main.c. So yep, yes, we actually can, by right clicking, control clicking on it. That's good, that's what I want. Let's put the cursor here, and yeah, it goes there. And if we put the column, I will put the column here on 14. Let's put the cursor here, go down there, and yes, it really goes there. It really goes there. So this one is 13 actually. Yep. So it works the way I intended. Yes. So even if I put some like error in front of it like that, it still recognizes. Yes, that's good. So let's add a to-do here. Create a task, not a to-do, but a task. Test directory not found, please create one. Yeah, that's right. So we need to make tasks. Right. Now when I create a task, the title is just let's put one here saying that yes, we need to accept command line arguments. Yes, status is open. We need to accept command line arguments of some of them are. Let's accept, I'll put like this. We can order. It can be X this or this, right? Like that. We can have what else? So we can order by date as well. So ordered has two, yes. So this is obligatory, like date, and this is optional, with this one being the default. If we order, we can order by date or by priority. We can order by date and we can order by priority. Right. What else? I think that's it by now, right? So the main thing here is to have a task there, right? So we can go there when we want. Yes, that's good. So if I execute this without any arguments, we will list every task and its location. So, oh yes, and I can filter it with filter, I don't know, filter, status. I mean, not filter, but I can do status. And if I pass status, I have to pass open or closed, right? Yes, that's it. So if no arguments, list all tasks in no particular order, which is what we will be doing right now. So I just have to this is interesting because the task on itself doesn't refer back to where it's located. And it doesn't need to do that because I just can grab. Like I just can do this. I just can grab and I put the oops, it's not so easy to get this value here. I'm thinking in changing this a little bit because I can make another command. We have go to task in the extension. I mean, we have go to tasks, but we can have go to code. And if we are within a given task, we can go to code and it will go back to this line here. But I'm not sure how useful is that. Right, because yeah, it's okay. I think this maybe this Tatar doesn't say where. Yep, I think it doesn't say where the task is located in the source code, but rather just list the tasks and its ID and the title. So once I choose one of them, I can just grab it and it's already here. Like that. When I grab it, it already does what I want. Yep, I think this is the thing. Okay, so we just have to go inside the directory and list all the files. So I have to know the tasks directory, I have to find it. So I don't remember how to do it in C, but I know that I have to use the file descriptors and fopen and fclose and all of that. So fopen, it returns a pointer. Open a file and create on a new stream for it. This function is a possible cancellation point and therefore not marked with throw. Yes, I suppose we can look at the manual for fopen, right? So fopen, it's here. It returns a pointer. We pass a file descriptor, I suppose, no. Yeah, the path. We pass the path, which will be the actual path. I think it's like that. With this is strings. Then we can restrict mode. I don't really know what's that. Yes, it's R. It's just R for reading, like that. It's a char. It's a string actually, like that. R. This is for read, and it will return. It will return. What the fuck? What's going on? Yes, here it will return a pointer. Opens the file whose name is the string to bypass name and associates a string with it. But I don't want to open a file. I want to open the directory. So I need to check how to do it. How to open a directory and list its files in C. Nah, dirent. I don't want this dirent. It's who made this dirent. I don't, not C++, no, not C++, not C++, dirent, yes, I think it's this library, yes, it's C++. Okay, so it seems to be cross-platform, but I would like to do it in C, in pure C. Dirent. I don't want to use dirent. How to open a directory and not list files. Let's just open a directory. without using direct. It's not possible, come on. So let's try to change open to read. Come on, of course it is possible. Okay, this is what I want. Get dents. Get dents. So main get dents. Get directory entries. Standard C library. That's what I want. Because I want to do it by myself. As I am using C, reads several Linux direct structures from the directory. Yeah, it's not easy. Maybe we can do the following. We can cheat a little bit and do the read dir. What is that? Read a directory. Yes. Include direct. Library. Standard library. So direct is from standard library? I have no idea. It seems so. POSIX. Add directory stream is open using opendir. In order in which file names are read by SF cost or dir depends on file system implementation. Dir fd, open dir, read dir, rewind, scan, seek dir, tell dir. Okay. So read dir, it returns a pointer to a direct structure representing the next directory entry in the directory stream pointed by derp. It returns null on reaching the end of the directory stream or if an error occurred. In the glibc implementation, the direct structure is defined as follows. So I know the number, not an offset, length, the type of file, and the name. The only fields in the direct structure that are mandated by POSIX are the name and the I know. Okay. This and this. The other are unstandardized and not present all system. Okay. What is inode number? We can check here. What is inode number in Linux? Index node number is a unique integer that serves as the primary identifier for a file or directory. Okay, it's an integer. So it must be long. Yes, the type is inode. the value returned in the off is the same as would be returned by calling the current position. Be aware that despite type name, seldom any kind. Okay, so whatever size of the returned record may not match type, and it can be block, character, directory. Okay, a lot of types, and the file name. That's strange, because if I read a directory, it can have several files. Okay, don't need to free the structure. Okay. Yep, it's not that straightforward at all. Only the fields, the name and the I know are specified in POSIX. Other than Linux, the type is available mainly on BSD. Okay, so the type is also available on Linux. And yep. Okay, whatever. I just care about the name and the type. It's important. But how can we? Maybe we can see by ourselves. Let's use it. It returns this structure, this struct. So I suppose I have to create. I don't have to create, because I will include this. So let's try to include this. And let's try to read dir. Read dir, what it asks for. The dir dirp. It's a pointer. What the fuck is this? Dirp. Let's search for dirp. How can I pass this argument if I don't know what it is? Maybe I have man dirp. Yep. Let's try to find here. We have dirp. This dir extern dir. What else is dir? Dir stream. Dir. Where this dir is defined. Okay, let's try to how to read the directory in C. Ah, fuck. In C. Open dir. Oh, I have to open dir first. Then I read the dir. why you are okay. Now I see. Okay, so by using the dirent, we automatically have this type dir, right? Which is a pointer. But I think I can do like that. I not create a pointer. I can do this. No, because it's not a structure. It's not a structure. Maybe it's a integer or something. So it's a pointer, and it's no for now. I can even do this to be explicit. It's explicit. Then we have the struct dirent, and I will call dir. But this one I can do like this. I won't put in. I won't treat as a pointer right now. Then I can open the directory, open dir, and yes, and the result will be this my d, like that. Open dir. It's a pointer. It's already a pointer, right? So I can do that, and I will open my local, and I'll print its pointer, like the pointer, like so, and its content, which I suppose it's an integer. I will assume it's an integer, but I have no idea. I'd reference it, and what is going on here? It's not allowed. So this, I'm confused. Incomplete type struct. Okay, so this is a struct, dir stream. Yes, but it's in somewhere else. This is just the forward declaration of the structure, I think. Okay, so it is a struct, so I cannot do that unless I know other field, but I don't know. So let's try just to print the pointer. Let's compile, build, and execute. Okay, it seems to be a pointer. That's okay. But we have the read dir, right? We have this. I can call read dir and pass the pointer like that. And cannot be assigned. Yeah, because this is not a pointer and this will return a pointer. So I can, okay, it needs to be a pointer. It needs to be a pointer. So I can do like this. And I'll do like this to be sure again, to be clear. And now, this is a pointer. I can even do this as well and just try to print everything. Yeah, we have two pointers pointed to different places, which is nice. But now I can print something in here. Yes, the name. I can print the name, which is a string, right? Yes, constr, yes, exactly. Tasks. Okay, it's the first one. Just a moment. All right, so we have this. What we have here? We have exactly this, which is the first one for by coincidence. But how do I get the next one? If we go there in the example, when I execute one time, okay, I think if I execute again, it will get me another thing. So we can do this like that. Let's do like that, right? And we will repeat those 3 ones and see what happens. Yeah, that's it. Every time I execute, it goes to the next file. And when it's new, it means 2 things: or an error occurred or it finished the directory. Good. So I can do while like this, while this is not new, or this is too obscure, we can do this the first time. Let me think. We already have tier there. Yes, we can do that. We can do that. I cannot think in a. This is okay actually, but not quite. Not quite. We can do that, and this will be executed until it's null. When it's null, we just get out of the application. Error: assignment to struct direct. Yes. From int. It's not from int because I have to put it in. Yeah, that's why it's not so straightforward. It's a little bit obscure. Okay, so it lists everything, even those. Right, so I don't need the pointer anymore because I already know that it's a pointer. So if doesn't find task, if, so we need to include string.h, because I will use the strcmp. If the dir name dir the name compared to tasks, it's equal to 0. In other words, if they are equal, it means I found the path. Yes. Yes. Then I just take the path. So yep, can I have the absolute path? It's operating system specific, but I can. Yep, I can. I can have. That's complicated. Because if I find the tasks directory, it will be rather in, let me just put this, it will be like in this current folder, or in the one below it, or rather above it, or in the other one above it, and so on and so forth. It will be one of that until the root folder. When we reach the root folder and no task folder is found, it means that it doesn't exist anywhere. So well, in that case, I think it's okay. I think it's okay because yes, then okay, we have to have. I will not be concerned about memory allocation for now. I would just create a path of size. How do I forgot. I think it's in C, it's like that. And this is equal to, this is all null terminated, or maybe it's like that. And I have to remove here, like that. Yes, I think that's it. So, yep. This is null terminated. And we will be increasing, right? So I say that, and I have the position, the pointer to the thing, path position, or I rather index. It begins on 0, and if I do char path index plus plus, this will be in the 0, and it will increment later, will be this one. It will be really poor implemented for now, but it will work, and later I can improve it. I don't care. I just want it to work for now. Okay, so we have that, and this is path, right? And it repeats until it's null for that directory here. It repeats until it's null for that directory. So when it's not found, it's in here, that's not found. Here it means that's not found, because when it's found, I do a break here. I do a break in here, and the dir, the name is D1. And I will have found. Let's put stdbool here. Stdbool, because I want to use a boolean. We'll have found equals false, right? And here I will say found is true. That's it. And here I do if found, then print f tasks directory found, and I will print the directory, which is the dir, the name, like that, right? Here, if it went outside, if it goes outside and not found, then I will leave it like that for now. If it's not found, we'll be changing the path. So path will be, it's already up, it will be, I think I can start like that, 0, and I'll put this like that, and the path index plus plus equals, I already, it's 0. This, it will be really dumb, but whatever. And again, it will be this. So we go 1 back. We go 1 back, and we can repeat. We can repeat this. I have to find the breakpoint of it, of that algorithm, of that logic, because we go back, but then when we cannot, okay, if it's new, it can't be opened. So if not t, we break out of this one, and yes, and we go here, and we will have found or not found. That's it. So if it's found, it's that one. Otherwise, it's not found. I would be task directory not found, and I don't print anything else. So let's check. We have to find it. Yeah, it was found, but we didn't break. Tasks. Found true. Oh yes, because if it's found, we have to break. Else break. Right, but I don't like very much this. I rather prefer doing the breaking here, and here is continuing, to not have too many indentations. Okay, now good. Task directory found tasks, and I will not delete, but I will rename just to test. Tasks to task in singular. Then we can execute again. Yes, not found. It went until the root folder. It's working. I think it's repeating a lot. It shouldn't repeat that much. How many levels it went down? Let's see the open dir again. Yes, because we have dot and dot dot. So we always can open the dot, which is the same one. We have to continue if the name is dot or dot dot. But we don't, let me think. Yeah, because if we open here the dot one, it means we are already done. So we have to break on this or on I do some really bad thing here. I'm not sure if I can do that. Redir, if I can do this. I can. Apparently I can. It's terrible. This is terrible. I'll put this outside. This is terrible. I'll call it root. It's fuck. It's boo. Is root. When this is when red deer d dots name the string compare of that and dot is 0. Yes, this is the or is root. It should break. Yep, it's not pretty. Let's reset and do this again. I expect, oh, segmentation fault. Yet it was executed several times. Okay, let's print yeah, this is not reliable at all, even if it was correct. How can I check for root? Open tier, it's a const char name. So yes, it's correct. Okay, this is fine. And it returns a pointer to the directory stream. Yes, I saw something like that. I have to check for I think I have to check for this. It has to be this and this. R and O. I suppose let's go to, yes, I see exactly, because when redir occurs it returns no, but when it returns null when the directory executed everything. But it's null and error null is set when it can't open. So I have to check here if error null is occurring. To distinguish of end of stream from an error, set error null to 0 before calling read dir. Okay. I have to remember how to call this. Error, no, how do we call it? Is error no. Error no, it's a number. Okay, so we have to include error null, like that. Then we set error null to 0. Then when we are open, it's different from null. And here, maybe here. And at the end, we can check if error null is different from 0. We break out of this for loop here. Break. And that's when we are en route. So I will reset because I can't go up. Yes, and then I will build and run. Yeah, not quite. Oh my god. We are having an infinite loop here. I can limit the depth. Is the most naive thing. Maybe I can print. Let's print. And I will print like that. To differentiate, maybe. Error null. It's a number. Error null. Yes, it's always 0. There is no error on that. It's strange because it's go back. It shouldn't be able to go back more than the maximum depth. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, hello Crispy. I'm trying I'm trying to develop a task tracker, right? I have this task manager, which is a VS Code plugin that I just implemented today, where I have two commands, right? I have go to task command and create task command. This is for instance, if I want to create a task for me to develop in the future. In this code here, right? I create a task. Oh yeah, test. I am debugging, so let me just rename this back to its original name. Task is tasks, right? So I have this tasks folder. I have to have this. If I don't have, that message appears. So I just create a task, and I have to say the title. I don't know. Make this logic better, or whatever. It's just an example, right? So it will create a new file in this task folder, which the timestamp of today and now, right? The date and time, with the title, with a task.md file on it, with the title, the stats of this task is open, and the priority, which ranges from 0 to 100. But yeah, and it will as well create this, right? It will create this task here. And later on, it's really useful. And then later on, okay, I want to see what is in this task here. Then I go to task. I execute the second command that the plugin has, and I go to the task, and I can see, okay, I have to accept command line arguments. It's open. I didn't do yet. So we need to accept those arguments here, right? So yeah, that's the thing that I am implemented this task. But you can imagine, if I have a large project with lots of tasks like this, I want to list them. I want to list all the tasks that I have, and I want to list by order of priority, or by order of the newest to the oldest, or vice versa, right? So right now I am trying to implement this in C. But to implement this in C, I have to find the task folder, because I'm not sure where the task folder is. It can be here, or it can be in another level of the directory tree of the file structure. So I'm trying to do this algorithm that goes all directories up to the root folder, trying to look for the tasks folder, right? So right now I have it in here, and if I build and execute this, yes, I have to put this. Yeah, it's in an incomplete state right now. It was working, but now it's not working anymore, but whatever. Yeah, I tried to find it, this directory here. But why it's not working now? It should work. It was working before. Found true. Oh yes, because I included this other loop, which you can see it's an infinite loop, and I'm struggling to break out of it. Once I find the tasks, I put found true and break this while, and it will go to here. And if it's not found, it will execute this, but it's found, it will break. No, it was supposed to work. It is supposed to work. What is going on? Interesting. Yes, the build is correct. It's behaving like it's not finding. That's really strange. Tasks. What the fuck? And you see, I will let me put a maximum depth here just to test. Max depth. It will be 1, 2, to be 2, and I can put here max depth plus plus, and if not here but in the end, if max depth what? No, sorry, this is int I equals 0. Yeah, silly me. While max depth, yes, then I don't need this anymore. So it shouldn't have any segmentation fault now. Let's build and run. Yes, so it wasn't found, but it should. I don't like to use AI because I want to learn. I just use AI at work because I just want to solve the problem at work. But when I'm programming to myself, my things, I don't like to use AI. You know? I want to learn everything, and this struggle, it's part of the learning process. Right, so it seems that, what's going on? Something's really strange here. Something is really strange because I'm really confused now. Yeah, on my project I turn off suggestion because otherwise I feel like it's doing it for me. Yes, exactly, that's my point. But man, this thing, it was working after I put this. So let's go back, right? We can always go back. Like, I will get rid of this for loop. I'll get rid of this for loop. So I don't need this break here anymore. Neither this one, and not this, and also not this. So it will be executed just once, and this loop will occur just in one level, because it was supposed to find, because I have the tasks folder right here. Tasks. Why it doesn't find? Yeah, it lists this one. You see? It lists this one, which is the file, the build.sh. It lists the main.c. but it doesn't list the tasks folder. Why? It should print the tasks folder. Yeah, that's strange indeed. Let me increase the font of the terminal a little bit. That's really strange. Let me... I will change the name of this thing here just to test. I will put other... I don't know. Yeah, I will create a new file here just to test. Like I will create some file.txt. I will now execute it again. Yes, it lists the sum file, but doesn't list the task folder. And if I create another folder called a folder, yes, here, and it lists, come on, it lists this folder, but it doesn't list this one. What the fuck? Man, I have no idea what's going on. It's really strange. I am not... Yes, it is. Oh my god. Let's see. I have some things in here. If I have some things in there as well, I will create two folders, 1 and 2. I don't know. I don't think that this is a problem, but I don't know anything anymore. Well, let's just execute the tatter. No, it still lists a folder. If I rename this to something, tasks, again, tasks. It's what? It's like it doesn't want to list tasks folder with that specific name. If I rename it to other name, like taste, it's literally the same folder. Oh, taste, it doesn't list taste as well. What? Now it's something. I will misspell it. Now it doesn't list anymore. You see that? It was listing. If I go up, where is it? Man, this is witchcraft. Or am I being dumb? I think I'm being dumb. Here, something. Yes, I could do that, but this is not the behavior that I want. Something. What the fuck? It's like some names it's able to list, like something with the correct spell, something. It lists. If I misspell something, and put the H in front of the T, it will not list anymore. Oh my god, this is really, really, really not good. Yes, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. It finds when it wants. It has free will. I don't need this error anymore. I will put this out. I don't need this anymore, not for now. I just want to get rid of that problem. Yeah, so I will delete these comments, and I will indent properly this. Okay, so we have just this while loop to list all these files and folders here. What? Okay. So if it, let me even comment this out. I just want to print. I don't need max depth. I don't need this found for now. I will delete everything. Come on. I don't need this. I need to find what's going on. Come on. Okay, I have almost nothing. I just initialize the pointers. I say that the path is the current directory. I open the current directory. I check if it's root or not. I will get rid of it. I'm not using it anymore. So I open the current directory and I keep reading each file until it's null, which means it reaches the end. Then it goes out and returns 0 and exits the program. So this code here should list everything. It should list everything. So I will just build this motherfucker. I will even reset my terminal and I will execute it again. Okay, it's listed everything. Folder, something, build, main, some file, and tatter. Perfect. Now I want to change I will just change the name. Tasks. It's just changing the name, nothing else. Okay, now it finds tasks. I think I was changing the source code, but I was not compiling. Maybe I was forgot to compile this shit. So maybe that was the problem. I have to compile and run every time. So I will do this, but I don't think so. Okay. So I can undo everything back. Almost everything back. Like until here. Because in here I compare. If the name is tasks, I say that I found and I print that I found. If it reaches the end and I don't found, and I print that it wasn't found. So I have tasks, so it should print found. Let's build and run. Not found. This is wrong. And now it doesn't show anymore. What? Yes, what in the world? Let's do it again, but this time, yes, it's in here. This time I will do manually. If, let's compare the directory name with tasks. If it's 0, it means it's equal. Then we break out of the while, and we say that was found. But I don't have this variable yet. I will create it here. Found. It starts as false. If we find it's true, and it's read dear. Yeah, right? No, what's I mess up here. I messed it up. Yep, I had to do this. Found is false. All right. And I will just print the value of found, which I can say it's integer. If it's 0, wasn't found. If it's 1, it was found. So I expect 1. Perfect, because it was found. I have it here. If I rename to task, for instance, if I run it again, it is 0. Yes, because it wasn't found. Perfect. So far, so good. Let me change back to tasks and continue the thing. What I want to do now is, if I don't find in this here where I am, I want to go one directory up. I want to do this and look for those, right? So to do that, a really dumb way is doing that, what I was doing. I put the path index, which is 0 right now. I will add it, and I will do this, and I'll do it again, and in the third time I do this. This is just to put dot slash, which will refer back to the directory up, right? Dot slash. It's really dumb, but it works. I can improve it later. And the path is that, and I just have to go back here to open the path. That's why I was putting this inside another loop, which is this. I will put while true. It's an infinite loop, but I have to get out of it at some point. And that's the difficult part, because it will go indefinitely here until something breaks, the stack overflows, or segmentation fault or something. So I can put to start a maximum depth here. We can go 3 directories up maximum. And here I also increment the max depth, and I check if max depth is oh my god, sorry, I'll put I here. I could have created a for loop, but it's okay. If I is greater than max depth, break. All right. Then found, I have to put it above it so I can refer back to here. So I have tasks. I should be able to run just one iteration, and I will even print the value of the iteration before. Print. I will print its depth. I will print the depth value, which is I. So I expect depth to be 0 and found to be 1. This is what I expect. Found 1, depth 3. Why that? Why though? Yes, because I found it break out the while loop, but it kept doing. I have to put it here as well. If found break. Because yes, so I can do here. I can break if found or if I is greater than max depth. Perfect. So now let's reset this, and now I expect 0 and 1. Perfect. Depth 0, found 1. That's good. Little by little we are getting there. Okay, so now I will just rename it back, and I expect depth to be 3 and found 0, and lots of names of files. Good. Depth 3, found 0, and all file names. That's good. Nice, nice indeed. Yes, finally, yeah. What I want to do now is, instead of giving a max depth, I want to detect that we reach the root folder, like this. This is one. This is another one up. This is another one. I'm in the home folder, and another one, it's the root folder. And if I do another one, I should get an error. But you can see on Linux, that's why. If I keep going back, it doesn't give any error. It's still the root folder. That's why it goes indefinitely. Okay, so this is a problem. How can I detect that I am in the root folder? Maybe for now, I will keep the max depth approach, and later on I can improve it, right? So it's time to create a task for that, right? I will delete this one, and I will delete this one, which is relative to that one that I just deleted. I will delete this. And I will create here a task to do later. Let's use our task manager to do that. So I will create a task. Task directory not found, of course, because I renamed it to task, and it should be tasks. Let's rename it back. Tasks. Right. Okay, so let's go here, and I will put in here. Create task. The title is detect root instead of using max depth. Yes, I think it's self-explanatory. I don't need any description, but I will do right now. Yeah, make a task. Right now I'm using max depth to get out of the outer loop. It's better to detect the when we are on the root folder or directory, which is this one, slash. Just a moment. All right, so task is created and I can refer to it by go to task. That's really nice. I really like it. I really like this. All right, so we can search till 5. If we don't find, we just print a message like I was doing before. If found, printf task directory was found at, and I will print here. How can I do that? I have the path, and yep, I don't like to do that, but I'm a bit tired. It's really late here. Not really late, but it's late here where I live. So I will do like that. I will do like this for now. And if it's not found, I just, oops, I just do text that was not found, and that's it. Right? Yes, okay, like that. Then we can even build and run it. Tatter. Yes, okay. Text directory was found at. That's fucking wrong. That's really wrong. Because it's found on here. It's local. Why is that? Let's see. Because because we break and we have to put this before, right? Let me think. Yep, we need to put there. Yeah, thank you, man. See you next time. You're always welcome. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I think I have to put this on here, but I don't want. Yeah, I will just put the found one in here. Found, and I will break. Yep. And yeah, and we do the rest only if we don't found. If we not found, I don't know how to talk anymore. Okay, let's build and run. Yes, now it's correct. Task directory was found at here. At found, no, it's not at found. Was found at, whoops, at, yes, like that. Yeah, I can get rid of the debugging information like this, and yep. Named and the name. Yeah, I don't need the name as well. Task directory was found. Okay, so I think I will finish by now. I've finished here. A little bit tired already, and I can continue this next time. And we will continue from here, because if it's found, we will do a bunch of things. We'll parse command line arguments. We'll list everything that's inside that directory, and filter and sort and a lot of cool stuff, right? So thank you for watching, everyone that's there. See you next time. Bye.